Coming up on First at 4, one former educator in the mountains appears in court with her victims in the room, answering to allegations of sexual abuse from decades ago. And Congressman George Santos shows defiance as congressional leadership prepares for a possible vote to expel.
Plus, we are tracking awesome weather on Thursday, but a soggy start to December is on tap. Your forecast coming up as Mountain News First at 4 starts now.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News First at 4.
Good afternoon, I'm Steve Hensley. First at 4, a former educator in Floyd County saw her day in court today, answering to allegations from decades ago. April Bradford pleaded guilty to sodomy and sexual abuse, admitting to assaulting Jessica Hensley and Mary Prater when they were minors between the years 1997 and 2007. The women say they never thought they would be able to share something they were so ashamed of, but now they feel heard and hopeful.
That's the only good thing she's ever done, is to admit her guilt.
Yes. I said this morning to my husband, this is the first time I've ever witnessed her tell the truth. And I'm grateful for it.
They say they found strength in standing together, and they hope to be advocates for other assault survivors to do the same. We will have much more from the hearing coming up tonight at 6. Kentucky lawmakers say they are trying to do their part to provide more educational opportunities for southeastern Kentucky. Back in the spring, the Kentucky Senate passed Senate Joint Resolution 98. This began a study by the Council on Post-Secondary Education. The study weighed factors to determine how a public four-year institution would do in our region. Hazard would be considered because of its central location.
So in the CPE study, they determined that to expand the presence of a four-year institution in southeast Kentucky, the best way to do that, their preferred method, as noted in the study, would be to take Hazard Community and Technical College and to convert it to a standalone college.
The ultimate goal would be to choose a location that will be profitable and create opportunities. We'll have much more about the study tonight at 6 and 11. Tomorrow is December 1st, which means it's officially time for many to start getting into the Christmas spirit. One way to do that is by heading to Archer Park in Prestonsburg for a spectacular light show. Let's check in live with WYMT's Olivia Calfee, who's spending the evening there. Olivia?
That's right, Steve. It's officially the most wonderful time of the year, and if you ask me, I'd say that Archer Park may be the most wonderful place to be. Now, I'm standing here near the entrance of the park. The lights don't come on until about 5 p.m., so we still have a little less than an hour until we get to see everything lit up. But I just learned not too long ago, there's over 1 million lights in this display, which I think is absolutely incredible. And I am definitely looking forward to getting to see those a little bit later. But this has become a huge tourist destination for folks across the country. And it's open from Thanksgiving until New Year's, bringing in thousands of people to get to enjoy the lights and just see the Christmas magic from right here in Archer Park. But I am hopefully going to see Santa a little bit later. I know that we're expecting him, and I'm looking forward to that. But I am going to check back in with you at about 4:30. So I'm going to walk around, see what else Archer Park has to offer. I know there's a lot of magic around, but for now I'm going to send it back to you, Steve. I'm live in Archer Park. Olivia Calfee, now back to you.
All right, Olivia, thank you very much. Definitely a beautiful place to go this time of year. Look forward to seeing it after it gets dark a little bit later.
Well, some good news for Olivia. We are tracking plenty of blue sky and sunshine across the mountains on this Thursday afternoon, and more dry weather is on tap as we go into this evening. Here's a live look from Buffalo Mountain. You can see not a cloud in the sky this afternoon as high pressure continues to sit over the region, so more dry. Also, sunny weather is on the way. That current temperature 55 degrees. We should be in the lower 50s, but we are above average on this Thursday as promised, up into the upper 50s and lower 60s in some areas, up to 60 for Manchester. 57 for Pikeville, 59 for Jackson, also London, and 63 the warm spot over in Somerset at this hour. And again, on the radar, we are dry as that high pressure lingers over the region. But notice as we zoom out, we are tracking that next weather system over Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, Arkansas, and all that moisture is moving into our direction as we go into late tonight, also on Friday. So be sure to enjoy the calm weather, also the sunshine while you can, because some changes are on the way as we go into late tonight, also on Friday. Some soggy, also breezy weather is on tap as we close out the work week, and those low temperatures not as cold as you wake up on Friday, back in the middle to lower 40s. Some more upper 50s on Friday, and then some 60s on the way by this weekend. All those details coming up in just a few minutes. Steve?
Cameron, thanks. Embattled GOP Representative George Santos remains defiant in the face of efforts to force him out of his seat in Congress. Despite a damning House Ethics Committee investigation and indications the vote Friday to expel him may succeed, Santos still refuses to resign. This morning on Capitol Hill, the representative from Long Island calls those wanting to oust him bullies.
If I leave, they win. If I leave, the bullies take place. This is bullying. The chair of the committee putting out a motion to expel, just introducing it and not calling it privilege, was designed to force me to resign.
Expulsion is the most severe form of punishment for a lawmaker in the House. Santos has pleaded not guilty to 23 federal charges, including allegations of fraud related to COVID-19 unemployment benefits. Coming up on First at 4, the Atlantic hurricane season is coming to an end. What experts at the National Weather Service are saying about it looking back.
And we are watching out for showers and breezy conditions by tomorrow. Your first alert forecast after this break.